Hey, how you going, guys? It's the Shindigs, and today I'm going to be going through how to make tools in Wayward, as well as what their uses are. What I'm going to do is get rid of all my tools and everything that can make tools, just to simulate one of the worst possible simulations you can get when starting off, because everything in your inventory is randomly generated. So I'm just going to do that right now. Okay. So now that I have simulated one of the worst possible scenarios, I'm going to start from scratch to create these tools. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is finding a location that has stone as well as wood nearby. Okay, I found an area. This probably took me like 2 or 3 minutes to find. I just usually search around the coastline and get a sort of idea of what my map looks like. So now that I'm here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather rock and trees with my bare hands until I have some of the items that I need. Okay, so as you can see, I've collected quite a lot of resources. Usually when you chop down a tree fully, you'll get some leaves, you'll get some wooden poles, some strip bark, logs, and when you're gathering rocks with your hands, you'll get stones, a large rock, and sometimes you'll get a smooth rock. So now that we have all of these items, there's a couple of commonalities that I've found with a lot of the tools. They always need 3 things. Pole-like, so something that is a pole, something sharp, and then a string. So what we're going to be doing now is turning everything into our inventory into those 3 things. The crafting table is quite intuitive, so if I go over to something like this string, it's going to show me by lighting the things up what it's going to take out of my inventory to make this item. I'm going to process these logs. I'm going to make these sharp rocks. I've just made everything into what I need. If you guys want to know what exactly goes into making one of these items, all you need to do is hover over the item itself, and it tells you down the bottom requires 1 string, 1 sharpened rock, 1 pole, and then in brackets consume. That means it's going to use up those items to make this thing. Now that I have all the tools together, I'm going to tell you how to use them and what they're used for. So basically what I like to do is I like to put everything on the hotkeys. So putting them on the hotkeys allows you to use the number that they're associated with to use them. So for example, what I've been doing before to collect all the resources is I had to right click, gather with hands. And I had to do that over and over and over again to get anything done. What you can do is right click and click the number appropriated. So number 5 is gather with hands and number 7 is rest on ground. So if I do right click then 5, right click 5, right click 5, it makes the process a lot easier. But putting all these items into your hotkey, it eliminates that right click. So what I'm doing now is I've got rock and a pickaxe. So pickaxe is used for mining rock. That's basically all it is. So you just 1, 1, 1, 1. So you just 1 to use. The second thing in my inventory is the stone axe. So basically the stone axe is just used for chopping down trees. So if I use 2, keep pressing 2, 2, 2, 2, it'll cut down this tree. The next item is the hammer. So how we use the hammer is over time while you're using tools, they'll lower in durability. So there's a left hand side and a right hand side of the durability. So 24 out of 57 for the stone pickaxe. So every time you use it, it's going to use some of that durability down till it reaches 0. And if you use it after that, you'll get a pop-up screen saying, do you want to keep using this item? Because it'll break. The purpose of the hammer is to fix these things before they break, so you don't have to make a new one. So if I right click this, go down to number 9, which is repair with stone hammer, it'll increase the usage durability all the way up to full, but it will lower the maximum durability. The next item we have here is a stone shovel. So basically it's just for digging dirt. That's its use. So number 4 on sand, you'll eventually get sand. 4 on gravel, you'll get either these pile of gravel, or you'll get bits of stone. If we use it on dirt, we'll eventually get dirt. Next up is the hoe. Basically what's used for is planting seeds in the ground. So if I want to plant a seed into the ground just as is, it won't allow me to because the dirt is untilled. So it just tills dirt. So if I press number 5, which is the key that it's on, I'll till the dirt, and when I right click to plant, it'll plant the seed. Last but definitely not least is the stone knife. Basically what the stone knife is a sharp rock but with more durability. So if you ever go into your crafting table and you go into dismantle, it's mostly always going to need something that is sharp. Either a sharpened rock, a sharpened knife, an axe, anything sharp. So obviously you don't want to be using your axe to dismantle some of these things, because you're going to need that for wood. One last thing to remember is in your inventory, what will happen is it automatically uses items from left to right. So for example, if I wanted to disassemble something like this tree bark here, it's going to first use up all of the durability of my stone axe until it breaks, and then it's going to use my knife, so on and so forth. So the best thing to do is organize your inventory from left to right to things that you want to be used. One thing to keep note of is if you put something in your quick slot, it pretend that it does not exist in terms of using it up in your crafting or your disassembling. So if I go to this, add to quick slot, and you look to the right hand side here of my inventory, see how my axe is now lit up instead of the knife. If I unquick slot it, remove from quick slot, go to it, it now uses the knife. So that's everything I know on tools and how to use them, as well as, you know, a couple of little mechanics here and there. If you guys could leave a like if this helped you out, leave a comment as well if there's anything else I can help you out with. I will be doing more of these style of guide videos in the future, so if you want to subscribe, there will be more coming out. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Peace.
Here comes the sun.